back to Cooking In with Joycelyne. Today we're going to make stuffed bell peppers, and I'm making two kinds. I'm going to make a vegetarian kind, and I'm going to make one with turkey, ground turkey. And so here are some of the ingredients that we're going to use. You can take leftovers also and incorporate them. I've got some rice on the stove, but I think it's good to try to make dishes out of what you already have in your refrigerator. And sometimes you have a bit of meat that's already left over. You can chop it up and add that. Sometimes you can take vegetables and mix that in. And when you put it in the pepper, we're going to bake it and we're going to cover it with a little cheese. And so it's going to be very healthy, but it's going to be a complete meal and it's inexpensive. Everything should cost possibly $5 is about all it's going to cost to make a serving for 4. I've got 4 different colors of bell peppers. This whole bag was $1. This is red, yellow, green, and orange. But you can use anything. It doesn't really matter. And an onion left over from my last show, and carrots, a couple tomatoes. I put mushrooms and the ground turkey. This is a whole pound. We're not going to need the whole pound, so I'm just showing you the raw materials before we begin. And then almonds. If you don't have any other sorts of protein, almonds are very good. I like to toast them first, so I'll show you how to do that. And for some crunch, and then some raisins or cranberries. You could use dry cranberries or raisins. These are all good because they give you a little bit more texture and antioxidants and add a kick of flavor too. So, shall we start? But we found out that actually these are edible, not that you'd like to eat them, but they are edible. They've been made that way. But if you just don't fret if you leave them on. So we're going to cut the bell pepper in half and pull out the inside. Just tear that out. And the seeds. Sometimes I actually put the seeds in sometimes for roughage. Oh, isn't that cuter? Okay, so let's cook some of the turkey. As I said, we don't need all of it, but we'll just cook a little bit. Maybe. Now, I've got my frying pan here. And I like to use a little olive oil to keep from sticking. That was overshot. And I usually take about half of that. Just bought this, so it's very moist. That's good. I'm using the meat as protein, but it's also like a flavoring sort of, because that way it goes farther in. We're trying to save money in my recipes. I'm going to make one set for vegetarians and one set for meat eaters. So I've got the ground turkey, and that will be one dish, and the other dish will have the nuts and raisins. So it's for people who don't eat meat. And it's also, if you don't have any meat, it gives you another backup way that you can make food without having to buy meat. On the almonds, to give it more flavor, I like to toast them. So this is a way to toast almonds. These are raw almonds, so I'm putting a bunch into this bowl. I'm sealing it. You can use any kind of clip. I just have these clips that I got at the stationery store, and it keeps them fresh. I put the almonds 1 layer thick in a disposable pie pan, and it fits perfectly into this toaster oven. And the good thing is these are on a timer, so it really only takes a little, like 10 minutes, and I stick it on toast, and only like about 2 to 250, because that way it doesn't burn them, because they cook rather quickly. So now I've decided I'm going to use some green onions that I just am going to cut from my garden. So let's go outside and get some green onions. Okay, so I'm going to go into my garden. I love getting the green onions.
Signorina!
Oh.
Signorina! Buongiorno, signorina!
It's
Bella
Guillermo.
signorina! That's right, it's Guillermo.
I'm just cutting some green onions for my stuffed peppers.
Oh, that's wonderful. You know, I brought you a book. It's a classic. It's about me. I'm a classic.
I think you're more an antique.
That could be true, too.
Okay, let's get out of the dirt. Oh, you brought a little puppy.
All the Italian men have a little puppy. We like a little puppies.
I like a little puppy too.
Little puppy.
Okay, so now I can actually place this right inside.
Somebody got to eat it. That's too good to go to waste.
Nothing goes to waste in the kitchen here. We got the hungry people. Everything gives them more flavor. Good? Delicioso?
I'm getting really hungry. I'm really hungry.
You're not that hungry. I have to support my habits. I cannot eat unless I cook, right?
It's true.
Watch this.
Who teaches you to cook like this?
My papa.
Your papa!
He has
Papa
a
teacher.
restaurant there. The mushrooms. Give it a flavor. How do you know? You were there?
No,
It
but
could be possible.
I'm not quite as old as Marco Polo. I may look like it, but I'm
Yeah,
not.
you could seem to be that old.
We look alike.
Now I put this in here. So a little sea salt and some fresh and ground pepper.
You like sea salt better than other salt?
It's got some minerals. It's a little better for you. Some rice with it. It's already cooked. If you have rice leftovers, that would be fine too. I'm going to put a little in here.
You can use a rice day old?
Yes, that's even better
Oh,
because
really?
it's harder. And it's going to be cooking, so it doesn't even matter.
It's like the pizza. It tastes better the next day.
I don't think so. I like a fresh pizza. You like an old pizza?
Oh, I love an older pizza. If it's sitting in the refrigerator for 3 days, it's a magnifico. It's a magnifico.
It's all dried out.
I love a dry little pizza.
I can understand. I've seen your dates.
Oh. Okay, I think we should move on now.
Yes, we're moving. Okay, so now we're going to take this filling and we're going to put it in the side here and stuff these.
So when you use the peppers, then you don't need it a bowl or just a plate. You put it right in the pepper.
Yes, it's like a little container.
Make for less cleanup afterwards.
And it's good for you. You can eat it. And give you a good bit of antioxidants. Give you some.
Now you have a green pepper, an orange pepper, a yellow pepper, and a red pepper. What's the difference in the colors?
One is orange, one is red, one is green. That's the difference in the color.
But does one have more vitamins or different taste?
Of course. The darker the pepper, it has the more antioxidants. You can just take a bigger block and you just put it, it's going to melt on top, it's going to do you more. Okay, so that's how
It's going to make my mustache curl again.
If it's any curlier, it's going to hit your cheekbone. Okay, now let's make a vegetarian one. You're going to cook them all the same one. I'm going to use a big bowl here. Okay. These are they're hot. Okay. No, go here. Okay, it's okay.
This goes here?
This is going.
Yeah?
Yeah. But they don't have the flavor. I toasted them. Makes it taste better. You want to see? Taste some of these. more flavor. To make this really good taste and saute this to this, because this is our vegetarian side. And now some of the diced tomatoes. And to absorb the flavor, I'm going to add a little bit of rice. Okay, sweet and savory here, so I'm going to add this protein, oatmeal or nuts or soy, tofu. These are substitutes for meat. And I'm just mixing that up. And then we're going to stuff this mixture into, if you hold this over your bowl, then anything that drops out, so that it'll catch it. And the green onions, I put that in so it looks lovely. I'm using cheddar. You can use jack, mozzarella, whatever you have. Try to buy it when it's on sale. It will last. This one's kind of thick. I might cut that in half. It doesn't really matter if it's not the right shape, because when it melts, it's going to go right in it. Okay, so this one's ready to go. So I'm going to do this about 350 degrees. This is like a pressure cooker oven, so I close it up. And I have it on bake. And is it plugged in? I'll give it about 30 minutes. Okay, this is our bell peppers. They're done. Gorgeous. Here we go. To put cheese on the other. Here's the vegetarian version. So now we've got the vegetarian one and the turkey. So they look the same, but they're totally different flavors.
Just in time.
All right. Would you like a little? I'm going to just cut off a little piece so you can taste it.
Should I wash my hands first?
No, I'm going to use a fork.
Oh, okay.
You're not going to touch it with your little grimy hands. I'm just going to cut off a little piece and you could take a little. So.
It is.
It's kind of hot, but.
Yeah.
Okay, don't burn yourself.
Mamma mia. Bellissimo.
Don't spit, please. Thank you for joining us and watching our craziness. And we'll see you again next time for some more yummy food.
Can't wait.